everybody, it's Carol Belling. I'm your instructor for CTE 415 Microcomputer Applications. And that title makes me laugh just a little bit because I don't think anybody calls computers microcomputers anymore. But anyway, um, when they ask you to teach, you say, yes, of course I will. I've been teaching this content for years, and I think we're going to update the content a little bit. Looking at the information you've sent me through emails, trying to see what areas we need to fill out, but we can talk more about that later. For now, I just want to hit the main parts of the syllabus, and I'm also going to take a look at the course calendar. All right, because I'm old, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. You can read all of this fascinating narrative here before class this week to get a better idea. You know what? I had 13 in here. I'm going to say 10 or newer because the textbook is 2010, which seems really old, but I haven't been able to get a new one locked in. So we're going to go ahead and just teach it as it's been taught. And I still think all of these techniques are going to work across 2013 or 2016, whichever one you're working in. Okay, so it's fine. It's what it is. Okay, so most important thing people ask me about is textbook, and this is the one that I was actually waiting, trying to get a newer version, but we need to go. So this ISBN works. It is really expensive, and I will just apologize. I did not have a lot of choice on that. I have no choice actually, and but I would buy the bundle if you can, because you're going to get the textbook, you'll get the ebook immediately, you'll get a paper textbook mailed, I think, and then you get the SAM assessment code, which you need because you're going to get certification, Microsoft certification prep exams in there. And those actually are important. If you're already teaching, or you may already know that, so I won't go into that here, but I have sometimes reservations about these kind of SAM type of online software teaching programs, because most often I'd rather just teach you myself, like I'd make a video and show you how to do something. So we'll probably have a mix of that, because I can't imagine that they're going to have videos that cover all the stuff I want covered, and what I think you need to be, what I think you need to learn to be effective, honestly, no matter what job you have, but especially teaching, because that's my background, publishing, teaching, event planning. Okay, so the easiest way is just to buy this bundle. And so I explain kind of more about that here. I wouldn't use a Mac because a lot of times it conflicts with these pre-made textbook kind of programs. I don't know if you've ever used like My IT Lab or My Math Lab, and sometimes they, don't work well with a Mac. That's been my experience anyway over the last 10 years. Okay, if for some reason you are able to borrow a book, or you have an older book, you don't want to buy the book, I believe you can go in and just to this website and just buy the code for a SAM. And so I've given you that information there. If that doesn't work, let me know and I will chase it down. But again, this is my first time with SAM, so I'm learning kind of right ahead of you. Not very far ahead of you, actually, clearly, since I'm opening class on Tuesday. Anyway, please grab a webcam if you don't have one. So if we meet online, I've got a face to go with the name. The only reason I'm not videotaping myself is I don't have a webcam. I thought there was one in my office, and there's not. So I'll grab mine from home. But anyhow, the course calendar is in Blackboard, and we're going to take a look at it here real quick. Grading is all the rest of this is pretty straightforward. You can go through the rest of that. I just want to talk briefly about the textbook and encourage you to just go ahead and get the bundle. It'll be easier. I know it's expensive. I'm sorry. I really am, because I have been a student for years. I'm very familiar with textbooks costs. And yeah, I've done a whole bunch of work in trying to adopt OER, which is Open Educational Resources, because the cost of textbooks is ridiculous. So don't even get me started. Let's take a look at this calendar. It's pretty straightforward here. The way I do it is I have a coding or shading, a way of shading that explains sort of where I'm at as far as working through the course. And this is helpful this semester because I'm only going to be a few weeks ahead of you. I have a plan for the whole semester, but like, see how I don't have chapters listed yet because I need to look at the textbook and see what you need to know. But I have all of this other curriculum already built out. So what I've done is it'll be a light green when it's ready to go. Like these things are all ready for you to go, ready for you in Blackboard. They're very simple. I know there's a lot, but I think it's like 2 hours worth. Honestly, it's just not a lot. It's more of housekeeping. And then, so like next week, I would like to have these two ready. I mean, like for next week, later this week, have these two open for you, and you'll see they'll turn light green, meaning okay, these are ready. You can work ahead if you want to work ahead. And eventually, I will do more and more. It gets faster as I build them out, and also as I start to get familiar with where your skills are and what we need to cover. I think some of you talked about adding apps and social media in here, which is not in the curriculum of this class, but I'm happy to do that. And I need to know more about you all. Are you all future teachers, current teachers, and what subjects and that kind of thing? That will help me out. But certainly, I don't think you can teach computer apps anymore without talking about social media and things like Hoot. Is it Hoot that does the preset posts? I forget. I'll have to look. It's been now. Anyway, Hootsuite, I think is what it's called. Anyway, there's a lot. And then I don't know if you're going to take the web online, but if you're not familiar with Weebly, like I would get familiar with Weebly. It's a super easy way to throw up a website to communicate with parents. So I don't know. I don't really know what you need to know. How do you like that? So I'm going to look for you to give me some direction on that so I can make sure to create things that are what you need. And all the assignments are going to be developed so that it's something you can use in your class, either currently or in the future class. I don't want to do any busy work. And that's probably my problem with Sam is that I'm not going to give you a bunch of work to do in there if it's just busy work, because I'd rather see your Excel fundamentals in an actual document or something you're going to use for teaching than to have you do a bunch of exercises in Sam that, quite frankly, probably be frustrating. I have a lot of reservations about using these online things, but that's what they've done in the past, so I'm going to give it a fair shot. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, this is great. We have a great framework where we're going. Lots of great stuff to cover, and I don't have it dialed in because I want to get to know you a little better. Please go ahead and get these things done by Sunday night at midnight, and then we'll move forward from that. The sooner you give me this one, introductory quiz, some background, the quicker I can build out these remaining modules. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm very accessible, so make sure you email me, Vox me if you need a quick question. Boxer is such a great app on the phone. I can answer quick questions that way. And then to meet online, I use zoom.us, which is like Skype, but it's easier and you can do it from any device. I've met with students where they're sitting in their car more times than I care to admit. Sometimes I'm sitting in my car, but it's great. It's super accessible. So even though our class is fully online and we never meet, I'm here in my office 9 to 2 every day. Plus I work evenings, which I'm sure you've seen from my late night emails. I work weekends. I pretty much work every day for the semester. That's kind of how it works out. That's it. All right. That's more than enough. That's almost 10 minutes. Who needs to talk that long? Oh my gosh. I'll see you guys online. Thanks. Bye.